Could there be difficulties buying the new C8 Z06? Could there be a big soap opera, big slap in the face? Are you required to give a donation? Well, let's find out what might be on the horizon in the future. Here we go. The up-and-coming Corvette C8 Z06 is a phenomenal car, or so we perceive it to be that way. The pricing, base pricing, $106,395. When you look at the table here, you'll see the pricing is anywhere between $106 for a coupe 1LZ, all the way out to a 3LZ convertible for $127,245. That is a very large chunk of change, no matter what model or trim level that you accept and desire for this car. Orders for the Z06 will or has been opened on July 28th, 2022. Keeping the price MSRP of the C8 Z06 in mind, let's ask the question, is there going to be a purchasing problem or soap opera for this whole next year or two or three regarding trying to purchase the Z06? In my opinion, there is already a disgusting soap opera occurring around the C8 Z06. And it will be a big slap in the face for all the gearheads. Just look at what's been going on for the regular C8. Yeah, the prices are high, but they're very attainable. Although there are still dealerships that are giving crazy markups for just the regular 1LTs of the Stingrays. Then you go out, you look at Four Wheel Trader, for example, out on YouTube. He seems to think that the C8 pricing could be stabilizing. Yet, when I go out to where I got my C8 Corvette to Corvette World of Dallas, they have 2LT Z51, 115,995. Well, it's 116 grand. Well, that's well over 10,000 or more, at least, that I paid for mine. And mine's a 3LT Z51, blah, blah, blah. So the pricing and the soap opera for the C8 Stingray is still in existence. The flipping and all that is still in existence, even though, like Four Wheel Trader said, it is getting a lot better and people are purchasing the C8 Stingray at MSRP. Now, let's begin relating all of the C8 Stingray problems forward to the C8 Z06. Before you can buy the car, you're probably going to be on a Z06 wait list. You will pay good money to be on this wait list. If you decide to cancel and not be on the wait list, your money may not be refundable. If you stay on the wait list, you could be waiting anywhere from 3 to 4 years, hopefully at the max.
Again, it's going to determine how many they're going to produce.
Yeah, sure.
You know, so if they're planning on, maybe they're planning on 40,000 cars total for 2023, right? Mm-hmm. Probably, my guess would be 25% of those would be Z06.
Yeah, sure.
Which means that only leaves 10,000 Z06s.
Wow.
To add to what he just said, C8 Corvette blog reported on January 11, 22, approximately 15,500 units to make if production started in April. Well, they didn't start in April. But anyway, when you consider that there are so many dealerships and just tons of customers per dealership, that's not a lot of cars to divvy out. This explains the extremely long wait.
You know,
that's not a lot when you start thinking about the demand.
No, I mean, there's 3,000 Chevy dealers. If they gave, right, if they gave 3 cars to every single dealer in the whole country, that's almost 10,000, right?
Wow.
Now, some dealers get 0.
Yeah, sure.
There'll be lots of them that get 0.
Yeah.
There's other dealers that get
a bunch.
20, 50, 200. I mean, I don't see any one dealer getting more than even the big guys, like the number 1 or number 2.
Yeah.
I don't see them getting any more than 200 so cars per year.
Yeah.
If they have 2,000 deposits, it's a lot of years backed up. So you can see how it backs up really quick.
Wow.
You know,
There are several dealerships that are no longer adding people to the wait list.
unfortunately, we've stopped the list for Z06.
Really?
It's so long that it's many, 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 many years.
Oh my gosh.
Lastly, I've heard speculation that at least one dealership, if not a few, who had wait lists, they promised MSRP. They deleted those lists and refunded all the money back to the customers in hopes that in the future they can recreate a new wait list and set of orders where they can sell the car at above MSRP. To support all this so far, I had an interview with Reliable Chevrolet in Dallas. First thing, GM's struggling to get the C8 Stingray out to some degree. GM will be struggling to get the Z06 out. Well, why? Because there's a lot of parts that come from other countries, and hand-built engines could create a huge bottleneck. They also told me there are very few dealerships that are still selling at MSRP. All of these dealerships are sold out of their allocations. Classic Chevrolet in Dallas is sold out, and they're asking for donations over and beyond the MSRP. I was told, again, dealerships, a lot of them are not taking orders, especially if they think that they are sold out already. Fourth, allocation ratios are not on target from GM, so some dealerships may not get either more or less than what they expect. Fifth, customers will be waiting 3 or 4 years out, so reaffirming that. And number 6, it's very likely that due to the markups, the bidding, donation schemes used by a lot of the dealerships, that they are trying to push out the gearheads from this market. Furthermore, dealerships are using these schemes to target flippers and to get these flippers out of their hair. Seventh point that they told me was Reliable Chevrolet's plan is to not even give a sell price yet. And they are going to have a markup on the Z06. So that's what I found out here in Dallas. Nope, not done beating this dead horse yet. Let's continue. Basically, we've got dealerships, flippers, and the wealthy, all of which have something to do with being rich. I know of one dealership here in Dallas that is said to be asking for a $50,000 donation to a charity over and beyond the MSRP. Giving huge sums of money to charity is something that only the rich can do. And that's just like the gentleman, Mr. Hendricks, that bought the first C8 Corvette for millions, and then also bought, just recently, the first Z06 for millions, and giving, a huge amount of money to charity. This is only the rich. While requiring a $50,000 donation to a charity has seriously great merit to it, it is a mechanism that blocks a lot of good people, normal run-of-the-mill Corvette owners and future owners, all for the sake of either making a profit or making their business look good, or to keep out all these terrible flippers. To take it a step further, as I show bidding for the first Z06, there are dealerships that are rumored to be bidding for allocations. And this is bidding over MSRP at $30,000, $50,000, and $70,000 levels. That's the rumor, and that's the soap opera as it continues. Despite the fact that all of my commentary and opinion could be viewed as quite negative, I might as well continue just saying, in terms of the Z06, It's going to be the rich that'll be first in line to pick up this car. It'll be a cold day and you know where before regular people like myself will even be able to touch a C8 Z06. For example, at the bottom of the Auto Blog article from July 15th of this year, basically it says, if you can stomach the six-figure price, then you might also go for this insane additional dealer markup. In this Car and Driver article, basically pointing out the fact that well over $100,000 is just a lot of money, and who really cares once you get past $100,000? Most of us are just priced out of the market. So this guy just said, that's all right. These prices won't matter when they're on the showroom floor and they're marked up to $250,000 to $300,000. A second comment from this same article basically says, why write an article on the pricing? He's just being facetious because these prices don't reflect at all what's going to happen on the showroom floor. The retail numbers are going to be so much higher. And yeah, these MSRP prices make Chevy look really great. But at the end of the day, these prices are going to be skyrocketed. The point I'm trying to illustrate is that, in my opinion, generally speaking, not precisely, but generally speaking, you have to be rich. Therefore, who can afford these cars? Well, it's going to be the rich. Well, who are the rich? They're going to be the people in the upper income level, approximately $180,000 a year on up to at least $200,000, $250,000 a year. Let me use some fuzzy math to show you why I think you really have to be rich. So if we start out with the idea that the C8 Z06, whatever the situation is, the final price is about $150,000. So the first thing that says you're rich would be you might be younger or older. Let's just say you're older with a large savings, meaning you've got $1 million or more. You can afford to buy the car outright or just make a large down payment. In the second scenario, you're going to probably be somebody that has $1.5 million or much more in savings, and you can easily spend 10% or more of that, because with such a large amount of savings, you're going to recoup much of the depreciation and the cost of the car over time just through the mechanism of making money off your investments. The third situation could be as if you're somebody that buys the Z06 close to $150K and you finance it. So using the U.S. News car calculator, if you do $2,000 per month payments for 72 months, $60,000 down payment, you can buy a car that is sold at around $158,000. To do this, your income that would be necessary would have to be at least $120,000 per year. That would be a person who is a very smart money manager. Otherwise, you can still be a smart money manager. You're going to have to be somebody that makes up to or more than $240,000 a year. So this is why I say this car at this time, with my opinion, generally speaking, you have got to be what I consider rich. Whether my thoughts and numbers are precisely right or not, I do believe I still illustrate that it's going to be those people with a large disposable income who can buy virtually any car they want. That's who is going to get the Z06 first. I have to end it here without going into any further details. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you understand my point of view and my thoughts as they are at this time. And with that, relax, take it easy, and I will see you later. And please remember, subscribe, and perhaps in the future you will see that I've completely altered my opinions for this. I hope so. I hope the future is great for all of us. Bless you all, and I will see you later. Bye.
I'm sure, again, just like we were talking about the C8s, how they're still selling over MSRP.
Yeah,
Somebody's going to sell their car right away.
sure.
There'll be cars available.
But they'll be really expensive. Like you said, people are going to go crazy.
30, 40, 50 grand over.
Over, yeah.
I've already heard on the forums.
Yeah.
50 grand over.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me at all. Yeah.
It wouldn't. Yeah, it absolutely wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
That happens.
Yeah.